World War II, hands down the most widespread and horrific war ever fought. It also gave us Hitler, the Holocaust, and the atomic bomb. But on the bright side, if it wasn't for World War II, we would have never had the Twinkie. So thanks, disaster. You know what I think about when someone says America? The Twinkie. Some of you are probably asking, why, Scott? And to those people I say, I was a fat kid growing up, you leave me alone! But since the show isn't about dredging up my painful memories, let's start with some of my grandfathers. World War II! By 1942, the United States was fully engaged in the war against the Axis powers in both the Pacific and European theaters. The war was costing the country millions of dollars a day and taxing all of our resources. So the United States did what they've always done best, copied the British by forcing rations of household items like rubber, nylon, and bananas in order to free up supplies for soldiers overseas. Because nothing takes out a Panzer tank faster than a banana peel on the battlefield. And while the fresh supply of bananas was great for the troops, it was the harbinger of doom for the Continental Baking Company. For years, this tiny bakery was putting fresh fruit, primarily banana cream, into its single-serving pound cake, the Twinkie. And while all the bananas were busy fighting the war, the bakery had to fill the Twinkie with vanilla cream instead because A, it was way cheaper to produce, and B, vanilla cream can't do shit to a tank. And just like that, the Twinkie we all know and love was born. But that's not where the story ends. By 1945, the Nazis surrendered in Germany, and the US dropped the atomic bomb on Japan, ending the war for good. This sent millions of horny servicemen back home to their wives, and since the wives had become so accustomed to rationing rubber, nobody wore condoms! Which led to the baby boom, which led to the enormous popularity of the television program Howdy Doody, and Howdy Doody's #1 sponsor, the Twinkie.
And they come two in a package, two big ones.
And thus, an army of children hopelessly devoted to cheaply filled snack cakes that are useless against tanks was created, and the Twinkie found its place in history. So in a roundabout way, if it wasn't for Hitler, horny soldiers, and Howdy Doody, we would have never had the Twinkie. Thanks, disaster. And as always, if you have a disaster you want me to find the silver lining to, shoot me a comment down below, and for more disastrous web shows, subscribe to the channel. Also, as a reminder, if you want to learn why you couldn't find Twinkies in 2012, you should check out my other show, F*** You, Capitalism, sponsored by Circuit City.